welcome to a fresh new episode of Science Monitor, our weekly update on all that is happening in the field of science and technology in and around the country. From paper-based microscopes to mysteries of arsenic contamination, we are back with many interesting stories, but let us begin with the headlines. Microscopes from papers hit scientific world. Imran Khan's apps revolutionizing education. Microbes of permanent wetlands, new clues to arsenic contamination. And in our In Focus segment today, we will try to catch a glimpse of the scientific milestones achieved in the field of science during 2015. And now the news in detail. The invention of microscopes, needless to say, changed the course of scientific research. Taking microscope technology further is the foldoscopes, the new paper-based microscopes. Now, foldoscopes created from simple paper and lens can be easily created at home, and it offers wide scope of studying pathogens in water samples and diagnosing diseases. Let us see this report.
Microscopes of various types are extensively used by researchers to view tiny objects invisible to naked eye. But not only are conventional microscopes expensive, they are also bulky, making them difficult to be carried around. But recent addition to the microscopy technology is an instrument that can not only be built with our own hands, but can also be easily carried along. Yes, it is time for the foldoscopes. Developed by Indian origin researcher Dr. Manu Prakash, working at the Stanford University, foldoscope, created from paper, is a revolutionary new idea.
That we need people to be excited about science. You know, most of the time you say, go read this, go read that. You watch TV and you think you learn. You don't learn that way unless you do it yourself. And so one of the challenges for us was to make something that will be cheap enough, but at that same time, you have the experience of using a microscope.
The affordable foldoscope technology makes use of paper and small magnification lenses to imitate the working of large scientific microscopes. Foldoscopes, a cheaper alternative to microscope, besides being waterproof, comes with a 2000x magnification lens with 1 submicron resolution, which enables the visualization of tiniest organisms like bacteria. Foldoscope can also be fitted with the LED light source for better resolution. Easily handmade at home, foldoscopes can be used to test water samples to detect infectious agents and also diagnose some common disorders.
यह माइक्रोस्कोप बहुत ही बेहतरीन है और सस्ता भी है. हम लोग जिधर रहते हैं उधर हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम रहते हैं बहुत. मतलब पानी जो पीने का वो अच्छा नहीं आता है. फिर ये माइक्रोस्कोप से हम लोग पेपर माइक्रोस्कोप से वो पानी भी हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि अच्छा है कि नहीं.
रिमोट एरिया में और अंडर प्रिविलेज एरिया में जहाँ डिजीजेस होते हैं वहाँ उनको पता नहीं चलता कि एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है, क्योंकि उनको एक्सेस नहीं होता. ये जो छोटी चीज़ है इससे हम बहुत इनक्रेडिबल चीज़ें माइक्रो लेवल तक देख सकते हैं और इसका यूज़ हेल्थ एरिया में बहुत होता है.
While foldoscope holds a huge potential for application in various areas of research, it also can encourage students' interest in the subject of microbiology and related research. Foreseeing its huge potential, India's Department of Biotechnology has come to an agreement with the developer Prakash Lab for the distribution of foldoscopes in the country. Under this, DBT recently conducted a workshop of foldoscope at Venkateshwara College, Delhi, which saw enthusiastic participation of students and scientists. Fast gaining popularity, the innovation is likely to prove to be of much help in scientific research in the coming years.
today's digital world, knowledge is the key. And bringing knowledge to all is Imran Khan's novel educational apps. The freely available apps on Google Play caters to the need of students from lower to higher grades as well as for competitive examinations.
It is said that where there is a will, there is a way. And a living proof is Imran Khan from Alwar, Rajasthan. Khan is an epitome of how sheer willpower and perseverance can lead to the development of over 50 mobile apps without any technical degree. Appreciated for his immense talent by Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his visit to London, Imran Khan has created many bilingual educational mobile applications. The applications available in both English and Hindi caters to the educational needs of variety of audience ranging from lower to higher grades as well as competitive examinations like the UPSC.
मैंने एजुकेशनल एंड्रॉयड ऐप्स बनाए हैं। ये ऐप प्ले स्टोर पर फ्री उपलब्ध हैं। सभी 52 ऐप्स बनाए हैं। मेरे ऐप्स है जो हिंदी और अंग्रेजी दोनों माध्यम में है। मेरे ऐप्स को हम 3 कैटेगरी में बांट सकते हैं। प्राथमिक कक्षाओं के लिए, 10वीं क्लास के स्टैंडर्ड के लिए और कंपटीशन क्लासेस के लिए। सभी विषयों में है, गणित में, विज्ञान में, अंग्रेजी में, भूगोल, इकोनॉमिक्स सभी के लिए हैं। ऐप्स को कंटेंट बेस्ड भी बनाया है प्लस इंटरेक्टिव क्विज बेस्ड, और उनमें हमने एनिमेशन, इमेजेज इस तरह से प्रयोग किया है जो बच्चे खेल खेल में सीख सकते हैं।
The apps are available in Google Play Store with free installation. Imran's apps aims to aid education in resource-limited settings using IT tools.
इन ऐप्स को बनाने का मकसद है वो यही है कि आईटी का शिक्षा में यूज़ किया जाए, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि आईटी उस गैप को फिल कर सकती है जो ग्रामीण और शहरी क्षेत्र में जो अंतर है बच्चों को सुविधाओं का। तो आईटी के माध्यम से हम बहुत सस्ते में चीज़ों को आगे पहुंचा सकते हैं।
A teacher by profession, Imran Khan created his first app in the year 2012. Prior to this, he has also created a website for his school. Science Monitor team joins the audience as we wish Imran all success in his future ventures at developing novel applications to help students.
Contamination of groundwater with arsenic is a serious threat to human health. Now, deciphering the mechanism of how arsenic reaches groundwater, researchers have discovered how bacteria from permanent wetlands break down iron oxide and release arsenic to water.
Arsenic is a heavy metal found in the rocks, usually bound to iron oxide. On one hand, arsenic in very trace amounts is essential for maintaining body functions. But on the other, arsenic poisoning due to excess of arsenic in drinking water has emerged as one of the most challenging issues of the century. Excess intake of arsenic is known to result in a range of symptoms like headaches, confusion, severe diarrhea, drowsiness, convulsions, and hair loss, ultimately resulting in organ failures, coma, and death. According to estimates, in India, arsenic poisoning has resulted in the deaths of 1 lakh people in 12 states, while over 70 million people are at risk of consuming contaminated groundwater. While weathering of rocks is one way arsenic enters groundwater, researchers have now deciphered the mechanism by which certain bacteria contribute to this process. The study comes from a team of researchers from Stanford's School of Earth, Energy and Environmental Sciences, who has identified the energy source which enables certain bacteria to release arsenic into the environment. According to their studies, based on permanent and seasonal wetlands of Cambodia, Scientists have concluded that bacteria from permanent wetlands are primarily responsible for arsenic release. Studies show that submerged bacteria of permanent wetlands, in the absence of oxygen and presence of rich organic matter, split arsenic-bound iron oxide compounds in the soil for respiration, releasing arsenic into groundwater. This process seems to be controlled in seasonal wetlands, as sediments exposed to oxygen during dry spells are completely decomposed and prevent respiration in the absence of oxygen, which releases arsenic. The study gives important clues to mitigating arsenic contamination of drinking water and has important implications in land development and dam construction projects, as they involve conversion of seasonal wetlands into permanent wetlands, which accelerates the process.
And now it is time to take a very short break. We'll be right back. Keep watching Science Monitor. Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Science Monitor. Let us now have a look at some important science and technology activities happening in India and abroad in our next segment, Science Express.
The Science Communication Center of iSCATE University during 19th December conducted a science festival in Bhopal. The event saw the public dedication of 26 scientific books written in Hindi, along with awarding the authors. The event also saw the launch of January issue of renowned science magazine Electronics for You. The chief guest of the event was the director of Vigyan Prasar, Dr. Gopi Chandran, and renowned science writer Dr. Devendra Mewari, along with the Chancellor of iSCATE University, Dr. Santosh Chaubey. Indian researchers are world-renowned for their research acumen. Proving this once again is the recently announced the World Academy of Sciences Award for the year 2015. Of the 14 winners of TWAS Prize this year, the World Academy of Sciences, popular as TWAS, has recognized 3 Indian scientists for their outstanding contributions to scientific research. While agriculture expert Jagdish Ladha of International Rice Research Institute has been awarded the TWAS Prize 2015, Ramamurthy Upadrasta of Indian Institute of Science has been awarded TWAS Prize 2015 for the engineering category. The TWAS Prize for Physics this year was given to Dr. Sandeep Trivedi of Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. Dinosaur lovers will now be able to see the rare original skeleton of Tyrannosaurus rex as the specimen goes on display at the Berlin Natural History Museum for public visit. The 12-meter-long fossil is a rare and one of the best preserved remains of the T-Rex recovered from Montana, US in 2012. Aiming to recognize the outstanding contributions of science communicators in popularizing science, renowned physicist Stephen Hawking launched a new award for science communication called the Stephen Hawking Medal for Science Communication. The medals that aims to recognize excellence in science communication across different media will be given to 3 categories, namely scientific community, artistic community, and film community during the Star Mas Festival in Tenerife next year. In a major effort towards cleaning River Ganga, US will now collaborate with India. Under this, India will draw upon the experience of US and adopt modern techniques and policies that have been implemented previously in US to clean polluted rivers to clean the Ganges. Capturing an enthralling celestial phenomenon, NASA has recently released the images of a protostar system that depicts the birth of a star. The protostar system looks like a double-bladed lightsaber and consists of fireworks of gas and dust. The image has been captured by the Hubble telescope of NASA. As December progresses, the northern part of India is reeling under the grips of intense cold waves. While smog has engulfed many cities, foggy climate and low temperatures is disrupting normal life and forcing people to stay indoors. According to reports, mercury has dipped in the northern regions, and states such as Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and New Delhi are experiencing low temperature conditions.
From discovery of new state of matter to novel therapies and many advancements in space technology, 2015 marked an year of many glorious scientific feats. And as curtain draws and another year of intense scientific pursuit awaits us, join us as we celebrate the achievements of science during 2015 in our next segment, In Focus.
With a lot of achievements and some concerns, the year 2015 fast draws to an end. Needless to say, the year 2015 has been an eventful year that marked significant achievements in the area of science and technology. While it is certain that these scientific feats will help make the world a better place and advance the existing knowledge and understanding, let us see the greatest and most interesting scientific breakthroughs of 2015. With the world realizing that understanding the science of light is essential for the betterment of lives, both in developed as well as developing countries, the year 2015 was dedicated to light and was celebrated as the International Year of Light across the world. The year started with the announcement of identification of two molecules with anti-TB properties by researchers of Indian Institute of Science. The two molecules, namely imipramine and norclomipramine, currently being used as antidepressants, has been found to arrest the growth of TB bacteria and hence have the potential to be used as anti-TB drugs. Along with anti-TB drugs, Indian researchers during 2015 also developed an effective, non-addictive painkiller alternative for morphine from analogues of a compound called ibogaine, a popular African folk medicine. Ibogaine, derived from a plant called Tabernanthe iboga, is likely to become a substitute of morphine, owing to its anti-addictive properties and pain-killing effects. Venturing further into space technology, India during 2015 launched the Indian Regional Navigation System, shortly known as IRNSS. IRNSS is India's indigenous satellite navigation system, which will be under the total control of Indian government. IRNSS aims to provide navigational and security services to India and provide accurate position information service to users in the country. Taking another step towards sustainable development, the world in 2015 received with open arms Solar Impulse 2, the world's first solar airplane. While the Swiss-built solar aircraft crossed oceans and continents and even reached India during its world tour, this first flight around the world proved that flying is possible without using fossil fuel. Answering the age-old question of quantum mechanics, scientists successfully used electrons to image light and captured for the first time ever. A single snapshot of light behaving simultaneously as both a wave and a stream of particles. In a proud moment for India, the Indian origin scientist and Nobel laureate Sir Venkatraman Ramakrishnan was confirmed as the President-elect of Britain's prestigious Royal Society. 63-year-old Sir Venkatraman Ramakrishnan was chosen after a ballot of the fellowship at a meeting of the Society's Council and became the first Indian origin scientist to hold the post. Probing the mysteries behind the dark universe, researchers of CERN, using the Large Hadron Collider, discovered a new state of matter called pentaquarks. Researchers have proved that 5 subatomic particles called quarks combine together to form a new kind of particle called pentaquark. The finding brings with it answers to a lot of unanswered questions regarding the universe. Progressing from the terrestrial telescopes, India successfully launched AstroSat, India's first space-based observatory in orbit aboard PSLV C-30 from the Satish Dhawan Space Centre. As a first evidence of its function, the cadmium-zinc telluride imager instrument aboard AstroSat has successfully spotted Crab Nebula, the brightest and highest energy X-ray source in the sky. (2015) also brought with it many answers to the mysteries that surround human origin. Researchers discovered the fossils of Homo naledi, a human ancestor who lived 3 million years ago. The fossils that displays behavior that has thus far only been seen in humans and Neanderthals provides crucial missing link in human evolution. Bringing hope to millions of people suffering from speech impairment, 2015 saw the development of functional vocal cord tissue in the lab. The lab-grown vocal cords that has been tested functional and safe offers a hope to cure voice-related disorders and specially create personalized vocal cords to suit children and adults. Uniting hands to tackle the rising global temperatures, 2015 saw the 21st session of the Conference of the Parties in Paris. The UN Climate Conference COP21 was attended by 150 world leaders to discuss a possible new global agreement on climate change to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and mitigate the effects of global warming. The last part of 2015 saw the approval of world's first ever dengue vaccine, Dengvaxia. The vaccine, manufactured by French pharmaceutical giant Sanofi, secured its first regulatory approval in Mexico and is currently being reviewed by around 20 countries in Asia and Latin America. While curtain falls on one year and another year dawns, we can expect many more scientific feats in the coming year.
Well, that is all for this episode of Science Monitor. Do tell us how do you like our program. You can send your feedback and suggestions. Our email ID is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar, C24, Qutub Institutional Area, New Delhi 110016. Well, that is all for today, but we'll be back with fresh news stories on science and technology again next week, and that would be in the next year, 2016. So wishing you all a very happy new year. Thanks for watching.